In this video, I'll guide you through how to insert a table in Microsoft Loop. We'll go from a blank Loop page to a clean, organized table, and I'll walk you through each step so you know exactly what to do and why it works this way. First, make sure you're on a Loop page where you actually want the table to live. This could be an existing page you're already working in or a brand new one you've just created. The important thing is that your cursor is active in the content area, ready for you to start typing. Think of the Loop page as a flexible canvas where you can mix text, lists, tables, and other components all in one place. Once your Loop page is open, the quickest way to add a table is by using a simple command. Place your cursor where you'd like the table to appear, then type a / followed by the word table with no spaces, so that's /table. As soon as you do this, Loop will recognize that you're trying to insert a table and will show you the table option. Press enter or click it, and the table component will be added right where your cursor is. If you prefer clicking instead of typing commands, there's another way to do the same thing. With your cursor in the Loop page, click the plus icon that appears where you can add new content. This plus button opens a menu of components you can insert. From that menu, select the table option. Functionally, this does the same thing as typing /table. It just depends on whether you're more comfortable with keyboard shortcuts or with using the mouse. After you choose the table option, Loop will prompt you to pick the size of the table. This means selecting how many rows and how many columns you need. Think of rows as the horizontal lines, one for each entry or record, and columns as the vertical sections, usually for different types of information. For example, if you're tracking tasks, you might have columns for task name, owner, due date, and status. You can start small, like 3 columns and 5 rows, and always adjust later if you need more space. Use the selector to highlight the number of rows and columns you want. When you're happy with the size, confirm your choice. Loop will insert the table onto the page with empty cells ready to be filled in. If you realize you misjudged the size, don't worry, you can add rows or columns later, so it's better to start with what you know you need right now. Now it's time to add your data to the table. Click into the first cell and start typing. You might use the top row as a header row where you label each column such as name, date, or priority. This makes the rest of your table easier to read and understand. Then move through the remaining cells, filling in your information row by row. You can press Tab to move to the next cell on the right, or Enter to move down, which helps you stay in a smooth typing flow. As you enter your data, you can adjust the width of columns so longer text has enough space, and you can add additional rows at the bottom if you run out of room. The idea is to let the table grow with your needs, while keeping everything structured and easy to scan. That's all there is to it. You've opened a Loop page, inserted a table using either the / command or the plus menu, chosen your rows and columns, and filled in your data. With these steps, you can quickly turn a blank area into a clear, organized table right inside Microsoft Loop.